Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had made a commitment from the start that he will spend a lot of time and funding on water.
All right.
He has been very busy doing that. The first time when he came in, during the first few months of his administration, he visited the Adion Water Works,
okay,
which is 70 million gallons to supply additional 3 million residents of the Lagos State government.
Right.
And he visited there and he made commitment. There has been a lot of slow work on that facility. Thank God today we're 85% complete.
The Adion Works.
Adion phase 2.
Phase 2, okay.
Water works. There has been a lot of work as we speak. Contractors are really making progress. And COVID-19, we and I also visited personally myself. I know we did a lot of connections to some of the isolation centers.
Right.
We connected potable water.
Oh, most of the water that we use at those isolation centers, you guys did the connection?
A lot of the isolation centers, yes, we did. I visited Onikon myself when it was commissioned by people. So yes, we did quite a lot of work in those areas. Rehabilitation of mini and micro water works, which is ongoing. As you are all aware that most of those facilities are very old. They've been putting a lot of time so that at least they can complement Iju and Adion water works that have been in existence long before now. Okay. And we did a lot of improvement in that. And improvement on service delivery to residents by doing some repair at Iju water works. Right now, as I speak, Mr. Governor is doing a lot of work in Iju and Adion, which have been our oldest water works in the state. And there has been a lot of work that is being done as we speak. We have consultants that are looking into what improvement that needs to be done, what needs to be replaced, and is willing to spend a lot of time and funding to improve that.
So how many water works do we have in the state as we speak right now?
We have 4 major water works, and we have 48 mini and micro water works in the state. 4 major ones?
Yes. Where are they located?
The mini and micro water works are scattered all over the state, including Badagry and Engr. And we have Adion Water Works, which is located at the Adion, and they service the entire Lagos. We have Iju Water Works, which have been in a system for longer than any of the water works. We have Otaikosi Water Works. We also have, those are the 4 now. The 4th one is Ishasi Water Works, which is located around the Badagry area. And the mini and micro water works are scattered all over this place.
And I'm just wondering, places like Lagos Island, Lekki, Aja, Ekpe, which water works supplies those areas?
Ekpe has quite about 2-3 mini and micro water works. Aja also have micro water works. And also the Lagos Island we have many and micro water works. However, we also have Iju and Adion that service most of the area. Lekki has 1 micro water works.
Okay.
So which also is due for improvement, and we are working on it.
Oh.
The Ikoyi, we have Alexandra and other water works there, and VI we have many and micro water works in those areas.
Right. I'm just wondering, so you mean that places like the Iju water works can go as far as even the island in terms of services?
Yes, Iju go as far as VI, and if we run the entire pumps, it can go to part of Ikoyi also. Yes.
That means the connection will run underneath the lagoon to cross those areas. Is that
it runs above the lagoon along the bridges and then goes all the way there. Yes.
All right. So in all of this, Engineer Badmus, I know you guys must have encountered some major challenges. Can you run through the challenges that you've been experienced by your agency during the last 2 years?
The challenges we have is, of course, the water we are producing is not enough for the residents of Lagos State. We are not close to half of it, but the government has also really made sure that at least there are other water works that will be coming on board. So one of the challenges is the population explosion that we have in the state.
Right.
And that really put more pressure. That put more pressure on the supply of water and other things that the state providing for the state. Aging infrastructure is another one.
Okay.
Power supply problem. The cables are very old, of course, at Iju and Adion there. And then we experience a lot of interruption due to cable breakdown. And then pipe leakages.
Okay.
Also, pipe burst. Some of the when we release the water from our facilities, the pressure in the water, and also there are a lot of people that are tapping into the water illegally.
So vandalization of your property.
Vandalization, whereby creating water leakages and not allowing water to get to a lot of places.
And I'm so happy that we're here this morning, because a lot of times people call us to say this road is flooded and they are suspecting that a pipe somewhere must have burst. That is why. So I'm sure that you'll be able to give the contacts before the end of the program, or how they can reach you if they find any of those places that is waterlogged. Is that correct?
Yes, I'll be glad to do that.
All right. All right. So these 2 years, still reflecting on some of your major challenges. You said in terms of the water needs, the water demands of Lagos, that we're not yet there. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's the total consumption rate that we should be generating if the demand in Lagos were to be met?
With the population explosion that we have now, we should be very close to 600 million gallons per day. About 560 million gallons per day, we should. However, the design capacity that we have at present is still about 210 million gallons per day, and we are not making that because of the aging infrastructures and leakages, and also the unaccounted for water,
right?
The waste that we are seeing along the road.
Right. All right, then. So what are your plans now to improve on the service delivery? I mean, considering that you have all of these challenges, what are the things that you have on ground to ensure that, well, at least we can ramp this up from 210 million gallons per day to something within the realms of 350, 400 million gallons?
We have the Adion 2, as I said earlier, that the government is pushing now to see how we can at least complete this project by mid next year, which will add about 70 million gallons per day. We also have the Igbonla, which is popularly known as Odomola, and that area is supposed to be 210 million gallons per day, but the government is also pushing to start about 100 million gallons per day from that.
Okay.
In addition to what we have now, and also to expand some of the mini and micro water wells that we have, and also Adion also to be complete. Adion 1 now, phase 1 to be completely rehabilitated, Iju to be completely rehabilitated.
Right.
So with those, and then the expansion of mini and micro water wells, it will give us very close to what we need at this time. And we still have some other ones that have been identified to take off. But right now, those are the immediate one that the state government is working on right now. Yes.
Beautiful. All right, then. So what does it take, really, for me to be connected to the mains of the Lagos State Water Corporation? How does it work, really? I mean, is it possible for the Lagos State Water Corporation to service all homes in Lagos? Is it possible?
It is possible. And that is what Mr. Governor said. He wants every household to be connected to water. There's nothing like having water in your tap. It's better than all this water that has been brought to us that we don't know the source of those water that are coming to us. So it's more healthier to also have potable water in your house. And that is exactly what we're going to do, to make sure that every household are connected to service. Now, your other question is, what does it take? What it takes is, please, let us know. We're on Twitter, we're on email, we're also on on internet,
right,
to be contacted, and we also have phone numbers. If we have water main in your area, we can connect you. There has been a lot of improvement now that we are looking into to make sure that at least we get water to every household in the state. But we can't do it alone. We need customers to let us know if there's any burst anywhere.
Right.
We need customers to also tell us if they need water in their area. We are doing improvement into it every day. We are not there where we
want to be
yet,
right,
but we can still supply more household.
Right. Is there a way for me to identify that your water mains is passing through my locality? Are there signs that I will see that will make me know?
You will probably see some signs. You will see fire hydrants in some areas. You will also see some of our mini and micro water works, and also you will see some of our vehicles that are passing by. But to know more, it's better to call us.
Okay.
We'll be able to run it. We have every line on GIS that we should be able to look at our GIS and then be able to determine and say, yes, there's water supply in this area.
Okay, that's from the Geographic Information Service system, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. Okay, then, so that sounds very brilliant. But talk to us really some of the promising, some of the prospects that we have in Lagos State from the Lagos Water Corporation. Give to us some of those things that people should expect going forward after these 2 years and projecting to another 2 years, for instance.
The promises is the corporation is ensuring Lagosians that the Lagos State Water Corporation and the Lagos State government undoubtedly working to provide water for every household in the state. We are also committed to meet your water demand as the RDN of Phase 2 is about 85% completed at this time.
Okay.
We hope and also buy into the programs of Lagos. The Lagosians should have hope and buy into Lagos State programs of the program of the state, buying into the state programs.
Right.
And then there are some expansion, and there are some studies and design work that is going on right now in improving some of these Iju and Adion, which will now bring additional water. I'm pretty sure before the end of this year, we'll see more water supply in the state, because Mr. Governor is determined and is working, and we are working with us in making sure that at least there are some consultants that are working on it right now to do those improvements. And of course, the Adion Phase 2, we are pushing, and we are hoping by middle of next year, but hopefully, we can't just tell you that by the end of this year, but I know it will come on board between now and the middle of next year.
Because I was just about to ask that, when is it going to be ready? But you are saying now that hopefully it should be ready for commissioning
by middle of next
year.
But we are shooting for earlier than that.
Okay, to be sure that that comes on stream. And you said by the time that comes on stream, it will add how many more gallons to what we have right now?
70 million gallons, for which we service about 300 million. 3 million people, I'm sorry.
Okay, 3 million people will be serviced as a result of that.
Yes.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I'll get back to your expectations from consumers and those that are making use of the water provided by the Lagos Water Corporation. But I can tell you, if you're wondering who my guest is this morning, as we trail 2 years of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration, I have Engineer Muminu Badmus. Of course, he's the Managing Director, CEO of the Lagos Water Corporation, and we're doing this together. He's taking us to the classroom on how it all works. Let's take you through the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway corridor. We can tell you movement from Tollgate linking up with Ajegunle is steady. Ajegunle to Alakuko is also very good. Alakuko linking up with Moshalashi is free. And we can tell you, but of course, it's busy movement from Moshalashi down to Kola. Kola inwards, Meron is good. And Meron linking up with Ijaye. Busy. Ijaye to Obadeyi is good. While movement from there, it gets busy, leaving Obadeyi to connect Ahmadiyya and General. Now, General to Ekoro Junction is free. Ekoro Junction inwards, Abulegba, that's talking about Jubilee Bridge, is slow. Ekoro Road to link up with Ekoro Junction, it's busy down to that point there. That's the Jubilee Bridge. Abulegba, and of course we can tell you Abulegba to connect Charity is steady. Charity down to Abattoir is busy, and of course the return journey back to Charity en route Abulegba is good to go. Now connecting Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, I can tell you it's looking good as well. All right, then, let's get back to this. And very, very shortly, I'll allow you to join the conversation as well. But Engineer Badmus, what are your expectations from consumers? and, of course, Lagosians as relates to the services that you provide?
Customers should help us to sustain water supply through the following. Okay. One, for public to connect to public water.
Okay.
A lot of people does not know whether we have water in the area or not until when they call us or they stop some of our people. But I would prefer they call to we have our customer service staffs that are trained to be able to locate and tell you immediately if there's water in your area. A lot of people doesn't know, but we have a lot of water, a lot of places where we have water. Ensure payment of water rates as when due.
Okay.
Continue to support government efforts and programs. Stop vandalizing water pipes and mains. And we plead to the contractors out there, both private and public contractors, to please call us before they dig. So that at least they don't really disrupt services to areas.
What does it look like right now in terms of those that are involved in the business of digging? Do they collaborate with you, or how does it work at the moment?
There has been some improvement, but we still have a long way to go, whereby they need to call us so that we can identify where our pipe is. I'll give you an example. There was on Friday, we were called on emergency Allen Avenue right there.
Okay.
Water was gushing out like a fountain because there's pressure. I think it's from Iju, and a lot of wastages. So when we get there, we noticed that some contractors must have walked there. So it took a lot of time, and we have lost a lot of water, and water is not getting to a lot of customers. That is why we are pleading to contractors to please let us know. Stop vandalizing water pipes and mains. Report leakages and burst pipe through the following. Our customer care number is 0704 597 3012, 0704 597 3013. Our email is info@lagoswater.org. Facebook, Lagos Water Corporation. Twitter is @Lagos Water.
Right. Okay, then I'm sure that there'll still be some other places that people are going to give to you this morning. Let's see if we can connect with the listening public right now. Yes, I have the Managing Director of Lagos Water Corporation right here with us in the building, as we've been trailing 2 years of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration with reference to what they do, the services that they render. And you've heard from Engineer Badmus this morning some of the promising things, especially the Adion Waterworks Phase 2, which it says is nearing completion, 85% completed at the moment, and that will inject another 100 and something million gallons. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then. Let's hear from you. 080-99-120-777 is the numbers that you can connect with us this morning if you also want to have your say on the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Victor.
All right, good morning, sir.
This is Modukwe.
Modukwe, how are you doing?
I'm calling from Agidi right now.
Okay.
Two things I would like to address. The first one is the enforcement on this set of contractors that damages the pipelines. If you say at times they work on these roads and then they damage pipelines and nobody bears the consequences, then they will continue to do so. And so there must be a law that must be in place that if you damage pipes, you pay for it. Then people will begin to be careful.
Okay. Okay. So if
I have a family friend living in K2, the Demore Road.
Right.
And they used to have water regularly.
So what happened? Hello? Modukwe?
And so the water that should run into those areas are no longer running in. This is specifically on Dejo Woru Street. So the man is just by the junction there. He has a tank there where he sells water from. And over time, we've gone to report at the Water Corporation, but nothing has been done.
Let me get that place again. You said Ejuworu Street?
Dejo Woru Street.
Oh, Dejo Woru.
Yes.
Okay.
Just at the junction, you will find a man who has a tank about 4,000-liter tank of water that he sells water from, and the water that goes in there is from the Lagos State Water Corporation pipe, not a well.
Okay. All right.
I'd like the GM to please address that, the MD to address that.
All right, then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mudupe, for that one. We have this kind of issues that crop up on a regular basis, but I'm sure, Engineer Badmus, you're taking note of that, right? I will get that straight back to you so that probably you can do some enforcement. But let's take some more calls and hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Tony is my name.
Tony, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maryland, sir.
All right, go ahead, Tony.
What I wanted to ask is that I want to ask the personnel. Why is it that the presence is not felt in Festac? Festac is a huge community, but everybody in Festac has they don't have any access to public water. Everybody's working on boreholes all over the place. The whole place is dumped up with boreholes.
Okay.
There is no connection with the public water to Festac.
At Festac. Okay. All right. We've taken note of that. We will respond to that. Festac, Amuwo, Odofin, and the likes. It says, why is it that LWC is not being felt in those areas? 080-99120-777. We're piling the calls together so that the MD can respond appropriately as well. So if you have any questions that relates to Water Corporation, feel free to connect with us on the program right now as we proceed on the program too. Hello there.
Yeah, Vicky. How now?
Very good. Who am I speaking with?
You know now.
Okay, this is Femi Shofu, right?
Yes.
All right. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. Longest time.
Very long time. So talk to me. Where are you at the moment?
You said what?
Where are you at the moment?
Yeah, I'm at home. I'm working from home today. I'm in Ijayi area.
Okay. All right.
My locality.
All right, then go ahead then.
Yeah, sorry, just a quick one. I really want to appreciate, I don't know his office, but our man in the studio.
Yes, he's the managing director of Lagos Water Corporation.
Okay, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am happy that in fact, for me, I've been around now for over 50 years, and this is about the time I'm hearing information coming from Waterworks. I live around Ijayi, which is not far from Iju Waterworks.
Right.
And if you try to do a case study of this area, just like the last speaker concerning boreholes and all that, that is a prerequisite in our area. If you are building your house, you just have to make sure that borehole is there. It's part of the standard now. Every house has a borehole.
And the waterworks is not far away from you.
Yeah, if water flow from us, and I'm surprised to hear this morning that it goes all the way to VI, and they're even thinking of going to Ikoyi. So how come this goodies is passing us here, and it's going on there? Maybe you can shed light to, it's just like NEPA too. You will have house, the first thing you have to buy is generator. And your house is by the transformer or the transmitter.
Right.
So I don't know why all these is happening. If we have water, even some people do boreholes so that they can start selling. They sell water around here. And meanwhile, I don't know whether people are even still paying for water, whether it's part of the stuff to be paying, like lawman and all these things.
Right.
But if they can really work on it so that water at least can reach most areas, so that the revenue that is coming from there will go, and I'm sure that kind of water is even better treated.
Right.
I know borehole is direct from the source, but again, anything can happen through the borehole in terms of whatever. So the breakdown of epidemic and all that.
Right.
So I just want him to shed light into it, why water is passing us here and it's going to VI, and we are not seeing it here.
Okay then. All right. Thank you very much, Femi, for that one. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. He's calling from Ijaye, and he says Waterworks, Iju Waterworks, not very far from his end. Why aren't they getting water? Let's get some more feeds from you before we connect with the managing director of Lagos Water Corporation. Talk to me. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is Ninka from Ikeja. Please, I want to ask the man, what are they doing about the quality of the water?
Okay.
We drink directly from the tap, but not anymore. Apart from quantity, quality of water is essential.
All right. So do you have the water? Do you have water supply get to your neighborhood? Hello, hello, Yinka.
I don't use it anymore.
Okay, but you used to use it, but it gets to your home, but you don't use it.
I have green, my tank, my top tank, which was gets green. Algae goes on it, and sometimes it blocks my pipe in. So I stopped.
Okay, all right.
And I've had people complain about it as well.
All right. Where is that? Where's your locality?
Pardon?
Where do you live? Where's the place?
Omole Phase 1.
Omole Phase 1. All right. We'll try and find out what's happening there. Thank you so much for your concerns, Yinka. Let's take the first set of these questions. Let's respond to them. Engineer Badmus, and then we'll be able to get back to some others. So where do you want to take it from? From the top or from the rear?
I can start from the rear.
The rear. Now, Yinka.
Because quality is very, very critical. And thank you very much, ma'am. And what we have in quality now is we have our quality assurance that go randomly to houses and collect samples. Because some of we have boreholes in almost every house here.
Okay.
And the boreholes are both connected to the same tank.
Oh.
And when they are connected to the same tank, you cannot see the difference between potable water and water from the borehole. That is one. Secondly, we need to clean our tank
regularly.
I
was just about to say that, but I'm not an expert, but I wanted to say that
Those are the reasons why you have color. And thirdly, in any area where you have a busted pipe, you tend to have, anytime the pressure goes down, that's why we need to guard against all these burst pipe in all areas. We tend to have dirty water that we just, if the pressure goes down, that it will infiltrate as quickly. But what we do when we repair is we dechlorinate the pipes and make sure that we flush it very well so that it doesn't go. And in some areas, we have what we call a long connection. These are people that, instead of coming to us to come and connect water, they do the connection, they call their plumber and connect it themselves and run it through just any line, any gutter and all that. When there is low pressure, those pipes, if there are any openings, tend to also bring in some
of those deaths.
Please, if you have problem with the quality of the water, let us know. I have called out the number and I'll be glad to say it again at the end of this program, so we can come and collect the samples and identify what the problem is.
Right. Okay.
Our facility is open to everybody. Please come and see, because our water are tested and very clean before they are pumped out.
Let's get back to Femi's concern. Femi from Ijaye. He's wondering what's happening really, that he stays not far away from the Jew Waterworks, and yet people like him are still making use of borehole in their compounds.
Yes. The problem is, one, our facilities are not as strong as they used to be. This is how the process starts. When we pump water from Iju or Adion, it goes straight to the end of the pipe, the highland first, before anybody in that area will get water. If we start now, it may take a day, even before they see water in that area. And if anything happen along the way, let's say there is a burst pipe in their area, the pressure will still go up there. But coming back, it will reduce the pressure if there's any burst in the line.
Right.
And secondly, there has been a lot of pipes that have been destroyed in that area during the construction. Especially the last administration, I'm really sorry to make reference to that. A lot of roads that were done at that time, a lot of these pipes were just excavated and they are never replaced, which we are now coming back to see what we can do in putting them back in place. So, and I will look into that to see that particular area and see what we can do in making sure that some of these areas are brought back. Because we do have some mini waterworks around the area.
So immediate remedy. Let's get to Tony from Maryland. He's concerned that Lagos Water Works with the Lagos Water Corporation not felt at Festac, Amuwu, and those areas.
Okay, let me go to the Amuwu. Amuwu is served by Ishasi Water Works, and also we do have Adion that goes there all the way to Ishasi and then pass through Festa, there has been a lot of damage done to the water main around Festa there.
Okay.
And it will be part of what we plan to do to get the water main replacement, and that all that area will be replaced very soon.
Is it going to be this year?
No, it can't be this year because it's not in the current budget.
All
but
right.
we'll make sure that we work it into
The
future
next year.
budget. Yes.
All right. Modupe is concerned about the enforcement of contractors, especially those who break pipes. Is there anything that Lagos Water Corporation is doing? He brought the instance of DG Owuru Street in Alakpere, and he wants you guys to take that up as well. So what's your response?
The one about the enforcement is very important, and we are working with Mr. Governor's office to make sure that some of this law that was passed in the past, that we revisit them. And then it is very important that we enforce these laws, because we are getting damages, pipe damage every day, everywhere in the state.
Right.
And that is going to be addressed. We have put in something together which we will send through to Mr. Governor, so that at least we can have a penalty for those contractors.
Right.
And then the one on Deji Oworu Street, no water. That is Adion. Adion service that area, and I believe there has been some problems of damaged pipe, and also the pressure from Adion Phase 1 now, which I said they are both going through rehabilitation. Mr. Governor is paying attention to them. It's not because they are way on top of hill right there. And then the water is not getting all the way there as it used to be when the place was first built.
Right. But he talked about someone who's doing some sharp practices there with his, selling water within that end too. So probably you might need to look into that as well.
We will do that, and those ones also prevent water from getting to a lot of people by blocking them and then tapping the water and then also selling it to the people.
That's right. So
we will look into that, and I will make sure that this is addressed as quickly as possible this week.
Okay.
And then we'll look into that.
All right, let's get back to the phone lines right now. 080-99-120-777. The Managing Director of Lagos Water Corporation in the building with us this morning. And we're talking...
Good morning.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Mr. Lucky calling from Iju.
Lucky from Iju.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. So I am not happy hearing these people telling to these things on radio. I think they don't know what is happening. As regards pipeline, the water pipe vandalization. The thing is these service providers, I don't want to mention their names now, so I don't look at that, but mobile phone service providers, lay cables everywhere. They'll give it, instead of giving the contract to qualified contractors, they'll give it to this Aboki. They dig everywhere, destroy pipeline, those water pipes, and you see water leakage everywhere. Around the Jew area, Rogo, that close to Elliot.
Can you tell me where do you find this water leakage? Can you tell us the place we find the water leakage?
If I go out today, I can count 10 around the Jew. I'm telling you, I can count 10. Go to Rogo now. That power line, just pass through that power line. 4 acres. Just go through there. The gutters leakage everywhere, except the water is not flowing regularly. It's flowing. You see water everywhere through the gutter. Then Balogun, after Balogun, before just side by the left.
Okay, so you have leakages there.
The provider will give the contract to qualified contractors to lay their cables. They give it to this
okay, all right.
Digging everywhere without nobody monitoring them.
All right, we're taking note of that.
And lay it and leave them.
Yeah.
This man, this general is talking on the radio now. They are pretending as if they don't know. They know the truth.
Hold on. He's the managing director. Hello, he's the managing director of Lagos Water Corporation. Lucky, he's not just any man. Okay, so I'm sure that he won't just come on radio and say anything. But you made your point.
I know, but they shouldn't pretend as if they don't know. These people laying cables are destroying the pipe.
All right. Okay, then we're taking note of that, Lucky. Thank you so much for your call. He's mentioned some areas that Lagos Water Corporation can pay attention to. Water leakage at Rogo, he says, power line, Balogun, and all those places. Engineer Badmus, I'm sure you'll be doing some mop-ups after this time out, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if we can take in just one more call before we wrap up things on the program this morning. 080-99-120-777. We're connecting with the Lagos State Water Corporation. and the managing director is here. Even as we trail 2 years, what are some of your assessment? What are your concerns? And if there are areas that you found water leakages, burst pipes, you can report that on the program as well this morning as we gradually wind to an end. All right, let's look through what the future portends for water corporation in Lagos. And Badmus, what does it look like? What are the areas that you guys are going to be paying much attention to, even as we move forward into another 2 years of Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration?
Now, we will increase the production and distribution of water. That is ongoing right now. And then also, we the pipe burst that is being rampant these days,
right?
Which is not as rampant as previous years anyway, because it has gone down a little bit.
Okay.
We'll pay more attention to them, but we ask our listener to please let us know, as you are doing right now, let us know the area where you have pipe leakages.
Okay.
And we will be glad to go there. And then we also will pay attention more into the water quality.
Is there a way you're going to be using technology to monitor some of these things?
When we do complete rehabilitation and adding on to, for instance, when the pipe is laid, the new one that is going to be laid, there's going to be technology that we will know from our office if there's any leakages.
Ah, okay.
This pipe has been buried in the ground now for a long time, for 100 years, some of them 50, 70 years. So we do not have them now. We only pay attention to our customers,
right,
and our people that go out. We have people on the field all the time
that goes out
and monitor, and they see, and then they let us know. I do get call myself that there's leakages around here, so we'll pay more attention.
Let's give the calls now, the numbers that people can call if they find any leakage, and if they want to report anything to the Lagos Water Corporation. What are the numbers again, quickly?
Please, listeners, give us a call on 0704 597 3012 and or 0704 597 3013.
Okay.
Or you can email us at info@lagoswater.org.
Okay.
Facebook, Lagos Water Corporation. Twitter @Lagos Water. Please let us know, and I can assure you your complaint will take quick attention.
All right. It's nice having you in the building, Engineer Badmus. Thank you so much for being here, and we really want to appreciate you for coming this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, then. So I've been speaking with the Managing Director of the Lagos Water Corporation, talking about Engineer Badmus, Engineer Adekunle Badmus, and of course, he's been reflecting on these 2 years with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, with specific reference to Lagos Water Corporation. All right, we must say a big thank you to Folashade Adirumu, who has produced the program this morning. Maximum thanks to the social media team, Okwayemi Shodunke, of course, Sheun, not forgetting Damilola Awe, and to Sadiq as well. We say a big thank you to you. Mubasala Kasali heads that unit, by the way, so we appreciate you for all the job that you are doing. We must appreciate Kehinde Saidat Fashola, who's Assistant Director of Public Affairs for the Lagos Water Corporation. Also assisting her this morning is Razak Anifoshe, Chief Public Affairs Officer for LWC. All right, so we have to go now. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. Continue this on our social media platform at Lagos Traffic 961, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, our Facebook page. And you can connect with me too on my own Twitter handle at Oteri Victor. Maximum thanks to our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. Tomorrow, the program will make a return. But till then, this is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid day. Bye.
Lagos, where you see, this Lagos is our property. Property. Dispose your waste properly. Properly.
Yadigo, you know, says this road fine. Don't pour something there.
We going up.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000. Hey!
I beg. Where on they see this money?
Money care. Now the ogbonge bonus where they summer me as I buy new SIM card. See, then they give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know, say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
You can have it hot, big chocolate. You can have it cold, chocolate.